Now we're going to go over the functions of the ES1000. First of all, you need to make sure it's plugged up, which our unit is already plugged up. Then on the back, if you'll turn it around, there's the on and off switch. Turn that on, it'll start to glow orange. When that is on, then if you turn your unit back around, you're going to see the functions of the heater. Now you have a power button, you have a time button, you have a temperature button up and down, and then you have a Celsius button. If you'll hit the power button on the thing, it'll come on and it'll flash 72. Now when it flashes that 72, you can actually adjust your temperature by hitting the temperature button. When it begins to flash, you can run it up and down. It'll go all the way to 86 degrees. That's as high as it goes. Now you can push the down button, of course, to make it go down. It also has, once it starts flashing, it'll be set to whatever temperature that you've set it for. Now it also has a time button on it. If you'll push your time button and then hit up or down, it'll move in 30-minute increments. That means that the unit will run. It'll run up to 8 hours in 30-minute increments and set and run. You don't have to use the time thing, of course. You can set it for the temperature and just let it do what its function. But if you do decide to do it on the time, you can set it there. The last button that you need to worry about will be your Celsius button. If you go to where your down button is all the way on the other end, if you push that, it'll change it into Celsius. If you push it again, it will change it back into Fahrenheit. Now, in order to replace the filter on one of these ES1000s, you'll receive a filter from us in the mail. It'll look about like this. If you'll unwrap that filter, turn your unit around to the back. When you turn that unit around to the back, you'll see your filter in the back. Just where that indentation is at the top, just simply push down on it, pull it out, take your new filter, place it back in, simply press down and it pops right back in. Now we'll go over the remote settings on the remote right fast, and that should have all of your functions for the ES1000. First thing is, when you receive your new unit, it'll have a plastic tab in the bottom of that remote. You need to make sure you pull that plastic tab out of that remote, because it will not work as long as that plastic tab is in that remote, simply because that's there to save your battery on your remote. Now on your remote, you're going to have a button at the top that says timer. Well, first of all, you need to hit your power button, which is in the middle, which turns it on. It'll be blinking at 72 degrees. Now, once that stops blinking, if you want to set your time on your remote, then you'd hit your time button. Then you got the up and down, where you can set it to whatever time, all the way from 30-minute increments all the way up to 8 hours, which means it'll run that full time. Then next beside, you've got a temperature button. If you hit that temperature button, it begins to blink. Again, you can use your up and down to run it to your temperature all the way to 86 degrees. That'll make it go up and down to what your desired temperature may be. Now on this remote also, once you get your temperature set at whatever temperature you want it to be, and it's not blinking, you can actually push the down button and it'll turn it into Celsius or the Fahrenheit, of course, if you push the button again. That's all the workings that we have on the remote for the ES1000.